Hey everybody, Chris here. We got Dogecoin hitting over 10 cents. A rebound is in play with Bitcoin and even altcoins. What's going on in the crypto market? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when the videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And I will be live next on Wednesday. I'm still down in Florida on my vacation, enjoying my last couple days. We'll be back Tuesday night and we'll be with you back from Boston on Wednesday. Right now, we are looking at a nice move despite what's going on in the world. I think crypto buyers finally found some level of support, broke through some resistance, and we'll be looking at the charts here in just a minute. Right now, we want to look at the bigger picture right now, which is analyst consensus. This is kind of like the sentiment right now appears to be turning around. It looks like around March 1st, we were at our bottom of what we thought was doom and gloom. And here in the last 2 weeks, the sentiment has actually turned bullish. So that is where we start with that move. And we have Bitcoin futures flow also moving back above its fair value gap right here. The fair value has moved up in the last week after it had, beginning of March, had moved up and then dropped back down as the market makers and the exchanges were in control, taking out shorts and then taking out longs. Well, here we have more shorts getting burnt. $470 million of shorts taken out in the last 24 hours. Will the price retrace and come back down? And this will be Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 73.5 right now. If we zoom back and we look at just 2 days ago, we were fighting 70K at the bottom here. So this is a positive move up. And despite the tick up in volume and coming up over 74, the retrace here was just taking out some late coming long leverage trades and then moving back up again. So that's a pretty strong move overall on a short term. We'll take a look at the bigger picture here as we look at how this sentiment could continue to grow, or do we fall back? And this is what Ted says. Bitcoin broke above the 74K level. It's now moving into a heavy resistance zone around the 75 to 76K level, which also has Michael Saylor and Strategy B's entry price, right at 76K. That is the average of all the Bitcoin that Michael Saylor and Strategy have bought over the past 6.5, 7 years, however long he's been buying. But Ted doesn't think this is going to continue up. He thinks we're going to hit heavy resistance here and we are going to rebound back down, possibly to 67K or even lower. As Ted says here, the ideal case for Bitcoin will be a fake out above the 76 level, similar to January 2026, before dumping below the 60K level. So Ted Pillows thinks we're going to be dumping quite a bit lower. So I think we're still going to be up a little bit longer. Again, these things take time to play out. They're not immediate, especially in crypto, what we see, particularly when it's bear market. These things take time to play out. As Jell says, Bitcoin's RSI has historically been a great tell of when the bear market is finding its bottom. And we've seen that in the past, 2022, 2018, and all the way back to 2014. We are on 4-year cycles. Even the RSI shows us, again, the Bitcoin 4-year cycles. What typically happens? Well, we bottom out in RSI. This is what happened in 2022. And then the RSI stays below this 37.6 level, bounces around a bit. But what happens to price? Even though RSI is slightly coming up, price is actually moving down. So we saw that again back here in 2018. The same thing happened. There was sort of negativity in the market, continued over some time, but particularly 2022 is the most recent one. Now, we had a lot of black swans happening then, from Luna to Celsius to Voyager, BlockFi, FTX. All of those things led to that negativity. What is going to happen this summer? Are we going to have that kind of thing play out as well? Is this RSI below 37.6 going to get stretched out? Again, these things can take time to play out. Again, this is all on Bitcoin. So we will continue to watch that. Trader Allen is going to teach us or keep us up to date on Dogecoin. Shows on the stochastic RSI an oversold position and then a move up, of which we've seen here in the past week a couple times. This shorter time frame, 4-hour time frame, that we see quite a bit of movement in the stochastic RSI. And here we are moving now back up on price to 10 cents, like he had predicted yesterday. And that is what happened. Dogecoin did move up to 10 cents. And I'm guessing now the stochastic RSI is back up here on the top, and we could have a move back down. Overall, Dogecoin erases a zero as price rallies 11%. And again, shorter time frame, that is what we see. We have short liquidations, mostly, again, price moves up. Market makers are taking out shorters who are gambling with leverage that the price is going to move back down. And so the market makers take those out. And the whale activity, that's always happening with Dogecoin. We see a lot of big movement of Doge. Many times that's not really selling. Many times it's just transfers of large amounts of Dogecoin. And we'll keep our eyes on that. Dogecoin price highs 12 cents in a breakout. And why would that happen? Well, I think Dogecoin is continuing to be supported by this X payments news, as there's now a third round of beta testers that Elon Musk has set up with Captain Kirk, William Shatner, that they're access to the full X money as it is designed now. And we see a lot of posts happening on X of people with these beta testers using X money, just like PayPal is generally how it's working, and it seems to be pretty good now. It's built into this huge social media app, which when it launches to everyone on X, that's millions and millions and millions of users who will have direct access to this thing. Again, it's going to start just with United States residents, and then it will expand globally, is how X payments is going to work. So I think that is helping buoy Dogecoin up without those big breaks down, because there is some buying support happening. Now, CoinMarketCap says, look, broad altcoin rallies are over as capital concentrates in Bitcoin and ETH, with shorter narrative windows and more violent rotations ahead. So this is DWF Labs' Andrei Grashev, who's written this article for CoinMarketCap, and I saw this on my phone. I was like, well, that is interesting, because I have been also saying that there's not going to be any huge, big altcoin rally. We will have individual coins that do well, and I think Dogecoin will be one of those that will go on big spikes, but not like a whole huge altcoin rally, as many were predicting to happen in 2025. Never did, because I don't think we have that overall giant retail extra money to go in and rally all these alts to have Bitcoin dominance drop back to like 40%. That's not going to happen, in my opinion. But we can have individual runs on alts. And of course, ETH as an alt will help some of that. But overall, I don't think that's too far wrong here. As again, Bitcoin and ETH is where most of the big money goes. And XRP as well will, of course, benefit, even though I don't like it because of its relationship with the banks and the institutions and governments and CBDCs and all of that stuff that Ripple is supporting. But they're making money. Meanwhile, if we zoom way out on a 3-day and we see this breakout to 10 cents, well, it's really just this, right? We got that much bigger picture here. Now, this is the potential that Dogecoin has to go on a big run again. Is it going to go up like Trader Allen is saying, up to the 66 cents in this month, even or next couple months in this year? That's hard to believe. I think X Money, it would do that. I think if X Money launched and Dogecoin was actually on it, then we would get that kind of fuel to have Dogecoin go on a big pump. I think Dogecoin will still have a mini pump when X Money finally launches to everybody, but not anything like that. And right now, we're just enjoying this small little so-called breakout. But that's happening across the board with a lot of other cryptos as well. I mean, we look at Pepe, right? And here's Pepe. Pepe, already up 16% on the day. And you zoom out and you go, oh yeah, that's that little green candle right there. There's 16%. That just tells you how far down most alts are, particularly the memes. Way, way down from 2024, end of 2024, and even the mini run we had here in May of 2025, way down percentage-wise. So we can enjoy that little green candle there, and we can hope for continuation of that. But I still think going into the summer of 2026, June, July, I think we've got still some tough times ahead. So that's where I am right now overall on my view, but it's nice to have some movement here. 10-cent Dogecoin. That's a big level. Let's see whether that holds. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this Dogecoin rebound. Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.